Hello and welcome to +63 Hit and Play. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Jong Clemente. I'm with my bestest best friend, Chubax.
I'm Chubax. That's all you need to know.
All right, so we're gonna start with a little bit of housekeeping and what you're listening to. This is so me and Chubax, me and all of our friends. Every weekend we talk a lot about everything that we need to do, read, listen to. I would figure, it'll be a good thing to share it to you all, plus also record it for posterity. Tell our kids and our grandkids that we're cool.
If nobody
So if you
watches,
want to support the channel,
we'll watch it.
you can watch it as you can watch us at starting at bit.ly/plus63hp, and then it'll be on YouTube soon. Please talk to us. We're in the Twitter at +63hp. So that's plus the number 63hp, and it'll be in all of the podcast services very, very soon. Chubax, how have you been doing? Give me a
Good,
little dad
good.
talk.
Mm, Today, I had a Singapore math class. First day for 6 straight weeks. So I can
Okay.
teach my kids.
I'm glad that you raised this because last year when I visited home, I did not realize that they changed math.
It's actually, I was surprised too kasi whenever I started teaching my son Lucas last year and this year, and Isabella, I keep seeing the number bonds with the blocks, and I kept it annoying. Oh, why do you need this? It's longer, but it's not, dude. It's easier. They didn't really change math. It's just the concept, which
So
makes it so easier.
you're right. I mean, my understanding was like our version of math, the math in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. We were in school. Uh, it was a lot of memorization.
Yes, it's going away from that to getting the
Okay,
idea.
so
So
this one is
parang
the
just
concept
a quick
behind
quick
it.
concept. Parang basically, it's from the theory of CPA. So it's concrete. Uh, forgot ano yung picture.
I failed first day,
Picture
first day, first day.
abstract. So it's going from
Oh.
concrete, pictorial to abstract. So you have to see it first as it is. You have to see the concept, and then that's why before you go to abstract. Because for us before it was always abstract. They show you
Mhm.
the numbers, and one of the best things that they explain is the language matters. So for math
Ah.
language, so his example was it's not 8 divided by 2. What does that mean? You don't.
Mhm.
It's like it's a hard concept for a kid. So you say something like 8 grouped into 2, or 8. How many groups of 2 are there in
How
8? So
there you go. I was gonna say like
so
how
it's
many twos
yeah.
could there be in an eight?
So it's so lucky.
Okay.
It's so visual. You start with the visual, and then once you get that concept, it's so easy to go after that. Imagine
No,
first day,
I
first topic was division of fractions for the first day, and we got it. So it's cool.
I don't even think I can divide fractions today. No, but this is fine. It's
It's
okay.
cool.
My one of my nephew, Magnus,
A
the
genius.
first grandson in the Clemente household, is a mathlete, a math genius. The first time that I saw him do his common exercises with Singaporean math, the first thing that came to my mind is like, why did you guys have to change math? But I understand they didn't change it for no reason. Hopefully it's better for the future. I mean, kids are smarter
Yeah, and
nowadays.
actually,
We're
the
the dum
the theory
dums.
of the CPA is not just for math. It can be for it's for you can apply it to anything. It's always just concrete example before the abstract. It's just
Okay,
it's easier for that.
I'm glad. How many weeks are you gonna have to do
Six
this Singaporean
Saturdays.
math?
Six
So
Saturdays.
you're getting you. So wait, are you going to? You're getting tutoring to
Yeah,
teach
so I
or to be
can
able
so
to
to teach my kids. How will I teach it if I don't understand it?
As in 100% correct, 100% correct. So
I can't teach them Filipino, so I have to be at least good in something. So
it is
hard.
so
Filipino is
funny.
so hard.
All right, thanks for sharing a bit of updates in the Chuidian household, some dad talk. But okay, so this podcast, like thousands and tens of thousands others talk about a lot of things around pop culture, some hits, some misses, hence the name hit and play. So we want to start off with things that we've been watching, so that if you,
And
the listener,
by no means are we experts. We're just
oh,
fans.
100%,
We just want to
you're
watch
per
and want to
yeah,
share.
yeah.
And we're
By
not
no
me,
means,
so I
yeah,
think we'll be okay with that.
yeah, we're not experts by any stretch, but cumulatively, we have close to 70 years of TV watching experience and comic book writing experience. I think we know what we're talking about a little bit,
Extrapolate
but of
from
course,
that as you wish.
but we're the idea here is like um everybody has different tastes. Hopefully, that you guys will join us, share what you guys think and like and don't like, so we might watch the things that you guys are suggesting too. But for start, me and Chubax are going to discuss the things that we've been watching of late. Right,
Okay,
I
I'll
kind
just show
of
them the run of
sometimes,
show. There we
yeah,
go. Okay.
sometimes I know those things. I have a little bit idea. Chubax and I have different tastes as well, so sometimes it's always good that he shares me all of his crap. Half of it I was like, yeah, that's poor taste. Half of it is like, wow, okay, really good. So
Yeah.
so even us, we have the discerning say. So Chubax, what have you been watching?
I had to watch He's All That. No judgment. Me and the wife watched He's All That. I mean, She's All That was as whatever movie it was. It's one of my good memories. Yeah, I always liked it. I had a big crush on Rachel Leigh Cook.
I was gonna say 90s Rachel Lee Cook. She's all that. This is a reboot remake.
Eh, yeah, no, it's like a remake. Yeah, I mean Rachel Leigh
Okay.
Cook is in it as the mom, which is kind of
Oh wow! I
depressing.
did
Yeah,
not know that.
it's a different
I heard
character
it
though.
was
Different
good.
character. Not it.
Oh, okay.
She's not playing her. So it's more of a remake. Addison
And
Rae
the lead
and
dude is the guy from Cobra
Cobra
Kai.
Kai.
One of the guys
Yes,
from Cobra Kai.
yes.
Okay. How'd you like it?
Oh, it was okay. I mean,
So one of
critically,
those
yeah, there's lots of problems, but for a Saturday night watching with the wife, it did what it needed to do. It was
it's
funny, a
it's
lot of cringe type funny, line deliveries. I saw Joey Noel from Kind of Funny tweet about the superb
oh,
the superb line
quote
giving
unquote.
delivery of some of the actors. It's
Oh,
funny.
interesting. Should
Yeah.
I watch it?
Not alone. Not alone. Though hype moment, this is one of the like the the stereotypical chick flicks where the chick is sexier, thinner, and
Mhm.
the lead girl's Addison Rae. She's not fat. She's far from fat, but she's not the thinnest girl.
Mm. Not
And
the typical TV
yeah,
body.
and the guy, I think Cameron something, he's like half of her. But then
Interesting.
yeah, so when he took his shirt off, even I was like, damn,
Yeah,
he
well, Cobra
ripped,
Kai.
he rocked, he
No
like he
mercy.
was
No
chiseled.
mercy.
Yeah, because
So
he
the dude is the
he's from
nerdy
Cobra
type.
Kai.
Well,
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't really nerdy. He
it's
was just
the non-popular
misanthropic.
guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
misanthropic. Like hates everybody. Took care of horses because he wanted to be alone, so something like that. But he was ripped. I don't
Okay.
know how he was ripped. He even did some badass fighting, which I don't. There was
Ooh.
no context. I think the only context was he liked
Was from
watching
Cobra Kai.
karate movies, and maybe he's from
Because he
Cobra
was from
Kai.
Cobra Kai too.
Yeah.
So it's a Netflix movie. Okay, cool. All right. Awesome. Okay.
Also,
Well, you're right. If I watch it, it's probably because She's All That is also one of those high school movies that we rented on VHS tape that was like super cool, or was always on Sky
yeah.
Cable that you're watching. So all right, cool, cool, cool. Um, what's the next step? So what's this? The eighth day.
The 8 days. Every Wednesday, me and my brother-in-law we have a date night, a movie night here, and
Oh,
because we live with in-laws, so I'm able to safely stay watch a movie with him in another room, and we watch. Our thing is horror, Asian horror, American horror.
okay.
Yeah, so that's like once a week, and we watched 8 Days on Netflix. It's Korean
Mhm.
horror. about
Ah,
yes, it's like a demon trying to come back, like they were trapped and stuff. And it was it was cool. It was well made. I think I saw one of the review. The only problem with it was whenever the demon was killing, they didn't show it. So it kind
cheap.
of
Oh,
yeah,
that's
and also
the traditional Asian way to make it cheap,
so it kind
so you
yeah,
don't
but
have to see
everything
the
was well.
guts.
Everything else was well done. The effects,
Mhm.
the shots, just that it's always after the thing. But it was I liked it. It was good. It was funny also. It's just like there were two monks. Well, one was a former monk, and the other a young kid with a monk na had a vow of silence, and they had fun with it.
No,
But
like,
it's good. I think you should watch it. It's not
alright.
my favorite Korean film is still the horror Korean film is still the Wailing. So
Okay,
it's
yeah, I
not up
think
to
we
that.
saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
one of my favorite. Aside from that,
Yeah. Well, Korean stuff is your thing, like Korean variety show, Netflix series, and horror movies. And
yes.
usually, you usually have pretty good taste. So I will definitely
If you're in a
keep
horror
into
mood,
consideration.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
So your turn.
All right. So what I've been watching, I was away from the apartment for a couple of weeks. I live in Brooklyn, but I was in Austin for a couple of weeks. No TV, so all I had my tablet. I watched the first three of the Evangelion Rebuild series. So for I know like people our age, you know, 30s and above would have
Big
some
influence.
idea of what it's kind of like one of the staple anime series that whether you are an anime fan, you'd probably watch it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
The big criticism of the original Evangelion series, apart from not being able to watch it easily for a very very long time, is that it really doesn't make sense. So, like even the showrunner, even the director and the creator of the Evangelion series could not articulately explain all of the beats of the story.
Uh,
That the thing
I
is
remember
that's the
watching that the final Evangelion is like, and there was no Reddit. There was some internet, but uh,
very it's you had to go to forums,
it
and
looked
those
great.
are
It really looked
it looked
great.
great. Yeah. But that's
Didn't
a
understand
testament
shit.
to Evangelion itself, the series itself, because like despite the not it being extremely concise, despite it being in Japanese and subtitles and everything, it looks so good. It's like a revolutionary anime. So what we did is like you were the one who turned me on to the rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
They condensed the initial run of Evangelion into three different movies. So instead of like what 10, 20 anime episodes
Mm-hmm.
or anime chapters, they condensed it into three new movies that mostly drew
Is
from
it
the
just three
original,
or
but
four? Just
so
three.
the fourth one is totally new. So that's
Okay.
the thing
Okay.
that I read about it. The Evangelion rebuild series is
Yeah, I
four
saw the
movies.
first one and a half. So the first and the second half, first half of the second.
Yeah. So it's good. The first, so I have not seen the last one. So
Okay.
it's
I'll try to
1.1,
catch up.
2.2,
2.2.
3.3, and 3.1 plus 1. All right. Those are the four movies. Like it's again, Japanese sometimes they or like anime, very anime to make it more convoluted than it need to be. But the good thing
I hear
about the
you.
first three rebuilds, since I haven't seen the Evangelion series in a very, very long time, it was a kind of like a fresh run to me. It essentially took out all of the confusing or most of the confusing things about the series to make it a little bit more clear. Because in the series, in the original series, you're like, this is the daughter of the mom. This was part of the expedition of XYZ. So it's like there's so many trees that was kind of like convoluting the story. And then this was just like mostly about these mechs or these like giant
Yeah.
robots fighting aliens to save another like cataclysmic event in that world, that Neo Tokyo that they have. So the first three is for me, if you are an anime fan, watch it,
Must
definitely.
watch.
if you're an Evangelion fan, you definitely have to watch it because it kind of like it's just a much more fun, clean movie. And then it's the art direction, the directing, it's just like superb in the original and even more so here because it's a lot tighter, like a 2 hour
And it's all
movie
on
instead of
Amazon
like a
Prime.
all on Amazon Prime. So for people who don't have Amazon Prime, uh, we don't suggest torrents, but wink, wink. Or the legit way is to how do you watch your American or like international shows, Chubax?
I'm on Amazon Prime. I got VPN, so it
So that's
works.
the issue
Express
of people.
VPN.
Okay, so sponsor us. Right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So if you're international, you have to subscribe to a service to kind of like change your VPN and
And
then
then
subscribe to.
yes.
Yeah,
And one thing
that's
that
a
I realized while watching the first movie, like last week, I'm older now, so because when I was young, I always thought, what the fuck's wrong with Shinji? It's like, like, why is he like? It's a freaking cool robot, But now, older, wiser. You see that, why is he risking his life for something he doesn't know, and he has
there's a
father
little bit of
issues and
that.
stuff.
Shinji's the character in Evangelion, the main dude, the
Yeah,
the son of the kind of the head of this Evangelion, which is the robot or the giant, thing that fights alien
but he's
angel
not your
monsters.
typical hero protagonist in an anime,
Yeah.
He's
He's
yeah.
not the one that will be like, saving everybody, being all selfless and what
No, he
he's the
ends
one
up
that's
doing
super
that, but
hesitant.
he doesn't want to be.
Begrudgingly,
Yeah, he's like,
sometimes
why?
mistakenly. That's the cool thing about that. It's like, it's a kid, it's a 12-year-old kid. Of course he's gonna make
Yeah,
stupid decisions when he is going to pilot the robot or when
yeah.
he
Plus, he
isn't
has
piloting the robot.
family issues,
Mm.
anxiety. I think probably depressed.
Not
So
to give
it's
everything away, but this the rebuild, the Evangelion rebuild starts with him being picked up to pilot a robot. So that's essentially, imagine you're 12, somebody drives to your house, it's like, yo, you're gonna pilot the robot and fight the monster. Of course you're gonna say, like, fuck you, dude. Kidding me?
and
No
you're pissed
training?
at your dad, and the dad's the one leading
You
it.
haven't
So
seen your
like,
dad in five
oh,
years.
yeah, you only want me to pilot, like, risk my life.
um, so that's Evangelion. The only other thing that I've been watching is the second season of Ted Lasso is out, and I've been
Oh, okay.
and Chubax knows I don't like week on week series. Definitely do not like week on week series. I'm a binge type of guy. I'm very busy at work, so I want to make sure that I schedule everything. So I want to start to pack as many episodes as I can in a particular sitting. But Ted Lasso is one of those exceptions where it's the highlight of my week. I plan
Okay.
my it's like my 30 minutes where I'm gonna order good food, lay on the couch, turn on the AC and watch it extremely well. Uh, for those who don't know what Ted Lasso is, he's an American Division II football coach who was uh what do you call this? He was hired to coach a Premier League a soccer club, which he had no idea how to do it. First, he was initially hired as a joke, but eventually became a staple. I won't go more than the summary itself for those people that have not seen it. Just I
It's really
know
good. Season one
VPN
is.
is expensive. I know it's
Well,
on
you
Apple
don't add.
Plus.
It's Apple. You don't need VPN for. You just need to be signed
Oh,
on
you
to.
don't need Apple.
Yeah,
Okay, so all right. So
Apple Plus is
an
okay.
episode of this is expensive if you're gonna buy it in the legit means. But it's essentially the most feel good, deep, but not pretentiously deep comedy shows that I've ever seen in my entire life.
And it's
Jason
just very
Sudeikis.
positive, which we need this time.
And the writing is, the first season, it was again, everybody's first season needs to be a little bit more palatable for more people. So they had a clear antagonist, they had a clear plot, and then they had some subplots there. Second season, I've been looking at it. I've so there's 4 or 5 episodes up already. I've seen those episodes multiple times,
Mm-hmm.
and the depth of it. There's no clear antagonist. There's no clear problem.
So they're not going
There's
through a
no
sophomore slump.
They're not, definitely not.
Okay,
If at
because that's
all.
what some are saying, but not that's not.
Oh,
I mean, I
in
don't
my
listen there.
opinion,
Yeah, but some are saying
I
it's really
feel
good also.
I think they've lapped the first season because it's so deep now. And the small plots, like usually what happens, the typical American TV show is they will try to extend subplots as long as they can.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there's
This
like
one is
a
fast.
problem in the first season, now it's like, you know what, we fixed that problem, let's move on to next. And it's one of my favorites. So
It's
if
that's
you have
typical.
the mean.
That's typical K drama also. They usually just they given a problem and then it's done within an episode or two,
I
which
like
is
it.
refreshing because we grew up with 22 24 episode seasons on
Mhm.
American TV, where like Smallville, Clark didn't fly till like, oh my god, season
The
10.
very last
Oh my
episode.
god. Oh yeah. So no time.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
on Ted Lasso. Did you know that there's a theory that Roy Kent is CGI? The people think that he was CGI, and then he sent watch this. He sent a reply, his final statement here. What is this?
There's a
We're pulling
fucking
up the
load of
screen. I'm not
mad
seeing, huh?
shit happening on the internet.
Oh, my bad.
Let you share. We're
I shared it. Yeah,
There we
okay, yeah,
go.
there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a fucking load of mad shit happening on the internet today, as usual. I just want to clear up something once and for all. I am a completely real, normal human man who just happens to live in a VFX house and does normal human basic things like rendering and buffering and transferring data. That's what everyone's fucking problem is.
For the audio listeners, like the tweet of Brett Goldstein, like the person playing Roy Kent, the most adorable, horrible person that you'd ever see on TV. He replied with a memoji. It's so funny. They're so
And the
funny.
dialogue was so good too. It was like,
So moving along. I know like every other podcast out there, every other YouTube channel has been week on week analyzing all of the cool movies that came out. But this is a new podcast. This is a new show. So we weren't there yet. So we weren't
so
able
we
to
have a
do a
lot of catch
react.
up on.
Yeah, we don't have or so we couldn't do the week on week of our favorite series yet, but we will attempt to give our thoughts and analysis on the most recent hit that Disney Plus has in their channel, which is Marvel's What If. So Chubax, have you been watching?
Oh, me and my family are updated. We're
How's your
Jong.
so you having the fam, what is your watching schedule on these week on week
Friday. We
shows?
watch Disney Plus shows on Friday.
So
Because this one
the
Sunday, right? This one, oh, Wednesday. This comes out Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
So we watch every Friday.
So you have 2 full days to kind of dodge Twitter and all of
Yeah, I
those
kind of stay away from Twitter for a while, which is
yeah,
healthy.
same. I do it Thursday night. I preferred when they released new Disney Plus shows on a
Friday.
Friday
I know.
because I can just like
I don't know what.
it's
Is
less
it
of
better
me
on
getting
Wednesday for
spoiled.
them? The numbers?
The numbers are better for them.
Because people go out on Friday? Is that like why?
I'm not too sure. I'm assuming because on a Friday, yeah, people go out and it's on a weekend. They might have plans or
Drinking
something.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Wednesday at least is like you're forced to watch it on a Wednesday, on the weekday.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird because it comes out midnight on a Wednesday Pacific time. So that is 12
And that
midnight
means
in Pacific. That's 3 in the morning East Coast. That's why I can't watch it.
3 a.m. Wednesday.
3 a.m. Wednesday,
Okay.
yes. So when does it
AX.
come out Philippine time? It's the
Oh, I
same
don't
because you're
know. I don't.
VPN.
Yeah, I don't check it as soon as it comes out. So I just
So 3 p.m. I'm assuming it's like 3
yeah,
p.m.
something like that.
Philippine time. All right. So what do you think? Tell me about your what if experience, and then we'll
Uh,
we'll try to rank the first three. I know there's 4 episodes out.
we
The
just
last
saw the
episode
fourth.
with
Yeah,
Dr. Chen,
just now. Yeah,
right? So okay, so just let's tell me what you think about the series, and then I'll tell you what I think, and then we'll rank it.
yeah. Well, I like the first episode, but like you said, it's just beta. It's just a switch. The story
Mhm.
stayed the same. They just switched Peggy for
Yeah.
Steve. I mean, I
First
love
episode is entitled "Captain Carter:
Carter.
Were the First Avenger." Okay.
What if Captain? Yeah. So I
Mm.
love Peggy. I love her action. I mean, she deserved the shot, but it was just a switch.
Mm.
The second one I loved. The second one was like
Ah,
it's just
what if T'Challa became a Star
it's
Lord?
just bittersweet because Chadwick Boseman's voicing it. Just you see how awesome T'Challa is. Just and how crappy Peter Quill is because I mean the first scene sums it up with uh who's the guy, the one that says who are you, played
Jaimon
by
Hansu.
yeah there
So Korag, right?
Korag. His
Korag.
line says it all. With Peter Quill's like who, Star Lord who, and then with T'Challa it's like oh my god, I'm your biggest fan.
Yeah.
And then with the other stuff, how he changed the universe. I still think they're kind of screwed in the end though with how it played out, but
Yeah,
I mean he changed the world for the better.
I think that's what the what if series is alluding to. I don't know yet, but
I
they
mean
change.
it has to connect, right? In the end, these
So
characters.
the what? Sorry, let's pause the summary of the episodes and discuss this, because the the producers say that one, what if is canon to the MCU.
I
So
figured.
so we'll put that into the because of Loki, and because of Kang the Conqueror, or the He Who Remains, from that different Disney Plus series. Um, it's part of the multiverse, so it can be canon. So that's easy. But what do you feel about them changing what if from like a one shot thing? Because
To
in
connect
our
it.
during our days,
Yeah,
early
the
90s,
comic issues
what if
were.
is one comic and that's it? This one is they're gonna tie in all. Am I right in saying they have 20 episodes? Let me check
Oh,
that
I
out.
don't know. I
Oh,
mean,
10 episodes.
I think it's okay because it's like you get both best of both worlds right now. You can look at it as a one shot, and then if it connects, then it connects. If it doesn't, then it's still cool stories. You
That's
know.
true. It's just different. I mean, I like what Marvel. I mean, Marvel, maybe phase one, phase two was a little bit rocky, but after that, they've been crushing every single thing. I think you and I talk about a lot, like when are they going to fail? Like
I
when is
know.
the next stupid thing they're going to happen? So
But it's starting to become hashtag. I believe in Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige,
that's
man.
true. Uh, so they made the decision to make all 10 or 20. I do not know episodes to tie in together. So yeah, I kind of like it. So it's a nice anthology, but not kind of series. So sorry, I just interrupted. The next
No, it's
episode, first
okay.
episode, what if Captain Carter, just just a role switch, a little bit of twist in there. And you're right,
Mm-hmm.
everything is kind of the same. Peggy and Steve still got together. One of them
Peggy
still
still
kind of got,
Steve still disappeared. Oh, it
or
was
yes,
or Peggy. Oh, it
they were
was
still
Peggy that disappeared.
separated.
Oh yeah, Peggy was
Yeah.
still Peggy. So it's like exactly almost the same.
Which I kind of like. The only note that I wanted to say there before we move on to the next few episodes is, you know, voice acting is different than real acting,
Uh huh.
because Sebastian Stan, one
As
of my
Bucky.
favorite actors, as Bucky, horrible, horrible. I'm
Well,
imagining him on
it's
his phone
different. I
record,
mean,
on his phone on an iPhone, and sending files, and the director said, uh did you just give me one take? So it was not good. Um and I'm right there with you. The second episode, T'Challa became, oh, you know, what if T'Challa became a Star Lord? That's where the series really hit, because
uh huh.
you change one small thing, relatively small thing, and you change not only a series, but the entire universe. So instead of the Ravagers being this, ragtag pirates of the space. They are the Robin Hood of the universe, which is kind of amazing. And this
Heroes,
is
yeah.
another thing. T'Challa or Chadwick Boseman playing Black Panther.
For the last time.
Amazing, but great acting,
I
right?
know. He did it.
Let's talk
And
about the
then
next.
the
What
third,
if the what if the world lost its mightiest heroes? What do you think about that episode?
I liked it. The story was just so, but the execution, I mean, the way they killed the heroes was very interesting. I didn't think of that, especially with the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
And like what was happening there. And then when they explained it all made sense. And Loki, it was funny. It kind of rang true too. Like it really felt like the characters that we know in that situation. So yeah, I liked it. Not as good as two,
So
but
yeah,
really good.
this this episode is a grief-stricken Hank Pym. What became Yellow Jacket instead of the other dude playing
Yeah,
Yellow
I think the
Jacket.
main change was that Hope became Shield.
Hope
Or I
Van
think I
Dyne,
think that maybe the change
daughter
was
of
Hank telling Hope early that how her mom
she was
died,
in,
that she was in Shield, that she saved the world,
and then
which
she
inspired Hope.
she
Yeah,
to
in
be
it
in
instead of
Shield.
making her bitter and angry like in the movie the Ant-Man one, she became a
Mhm.
Shield agent and then she died.
And
Which
she died in the
and
mission. And
yeah,
then Hank Pym blamed Shield slash Nick Fury
Nick
and
Fury.
started killing the Avengers. I mean, I'm mixed on this episode because I kind of like the idea. That's a good kind of twist. Like you go um, pre-war or like war era in the first episode, Universal second episode, third episode is kind of like a mix of or seeing the Avengers being drafted and consequently killed. Um, I'm just like the way that some of them died for me needed a little bit more explanation. Like Tony dying, easy. He's a human. You go into his bloodstream, he's dead.
Dead.
Thor died because he was hit by an arrow by
While being
Hawkeye
human. But yeah,
while
while
being
being
human.
human.
But despite not having the Asgardian power, she's still an Asgardian. Like I would feel that he could like dodge or block it. But either way, let's say he's superhuman. Like he's just a regular human, right there. The Hulk one is the one that I'm struggling the most because
It kind of made sense,
you
but yeah,
pumped his heart.
you have to think like the heart would have probably the Hulk cells would have fought it. That's
Mhm.
what I was thinking. But I mean, it's all scientific now, so
Yeah.
it's yeah.
But also the discussions on the interwebs is the MCU superheroes are immensely underpowered, right? So like Hulk, I
Oh,
mean Hulk is famously indestructible and immortal in any case. That's why there's comics just sending him out to outer space because they can't deal with him in Earth
yeah,
should
that's
he
true.
become a problem. So yeah, I'll give it a pass. So okay, and again it's not my favorite, but I kind of enjoyed the idea of seeing a full week. Like I like the daily events of what had
Hmm.
happened in that episode. So I have not seen the fourth episode. So
Oh,
what's
okay.
the fourth episode like? Again,
Okay, wait. You just
tell me what
give
you
me
think. Summarize it.
1 second. We're gonna go on break for a sec. What? Okay, we're back on. Sorry, just had to
No, we're
check
back.
something. Okay, we're back. So fourth episode. Am I gonna go spoilers with you since you haven't seen it?
No, let's not go spoilers, but in
Okay.
general, broad strokes, only because
There wasn't
there
enough.
might it's still new.
And okay. Do you know what the episode's about?
It's
Trailer.
about Doctor Strange that is grief stricken.
Yeah. So basically, the question was, what if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? And his heart
Ooh.
is Christine, Doctor Christine. I forgot her last name.
Oh, Rachel
So
McAdams. So
yeah,
what if Benedict Cumberbatch lost Rachel McAdams?
yeah.
Okay.
So the start was same as Doctor Strange the movie. He was driving, but she was there, and she died in the accident. So that's the difference. That's the main difference. And
That is
I thought you
cool.
would have seen it because I have this theory, which I don't know if you're. I don't know if I can't go into it without spoiling you.
Fuck it, spoil it. Fuck
Okay,
it.
anyway, so let's just say something. Oh, I can go a little bit since there's we know that it changes him, right? That what if Christine died, and so he gets a little darker. He gets a lot darker, Doctor Strange, because of Christine.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna
Wait,
spoil.
main question first. Is Benedict Cumberbatch playing himself?
Yes, I think so.
Oh,
I think
cool.
so. So it's pretty
Okay.
good. So Wong was pretty good though. I didn't know if it was him. So anyways, so he gets darker. Actually, the split isn't that different. Like from what I understand from the episode, he still follows the same path. Like he instead of for looking for the mystic arts for his hands, it was for Christine. But then after
Okay.
that, he still did the same things. You know, he saved. Um, he fought with the I like the movie. The ancient one died. He became the sorcerer supreme. He became best friends. He's with Wong in this building, and then that's when things change. But anyways, let's. I won't go into spoilers in the middle of the episode or what he does, but obviously he gets dark. He goes dark,
Mm-hmm.
and in the end, he gets sort of trapped. So it's a dark, and he's trapped. So what if this Doctor Strange replaced the Doctor Strange in MCU, and he's the one?
Ooh, in the
Because
Spider-Man.
that's your question and other question. People, some of them, why would Strange do this thing for
Mm-hmm.
Spider
Because
Man?
he wants to go back.
No, no,
That's
no.
why. Oh,
No. It's not. Let's just say he can't go back
okay.
to his world. I won't say how or why, but what if he just went to a new world and he wanted to replace Doctor Strange, the Doctor Strange in our MC, maybe trapped him somewhere, and then basically he is becoming he is Mephisto in a sense. But
Ah,
instead of making Mephisto
ah.
like a devil or a demon, it's like a bad version of
It's a
Doctor
bad
Strange,
Doctor Strange. I like it.
right? So
I
I
like it.
mean,
I like it. We're jumping ahead on our main topics for the week, but
I
I
know.
like this primer. So if you're gonna rank the 4 episodes, why like 1, 2, 3, 4, which is one, which is four.
Uh, 2431. Dallas still has the edge,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the sentimental reasons. But it was just a fun episode. Then Doctor Strange was. It was. I love Doctor Strange and they're really good. And my daughter was like, "Why is she like that? I don't like that Doctor Strange. I want my Doctor Strange because she loves Doctor Strange. So, but excuse me, yeah. So that I go. You. How about you? Same. Oh, you don't have four
Well, I
yet.
haven't
So
seen four, but from what you described it, if that's the case, that might be my one. Because I will know. Yeah, the T'Challa episode will still be number one. For the
but
only reason that
and I have to
I'm
say visually, the art style really lends well to Doctor Strange.
oh, that's
And
good.
I
I mean,
like
like the animated version of it.
yeah,
Oh,
the style with the effects and the his magic. That's really good.
yeah,
I like it
I like it. The thing that I love the most in episode 2 is Thanos becoming a punchline. So
because of a
that's why that will
conversation. Because
because
of
of
a
a
conversation
conversation.
with the T'Challa.
So again,
That's
that's
how
why
badass he is.
and that's how much stronger words could be,
That's
right?
true.
Yeah. So I love that. And then if should I watch it, I probably 2431 as well. I did not like the first episode, particularly because fucking Sebastian Sanders threw me off. It's like, holy shit, how are
And
you so
explain.
bad at
Well,
how
as
are you
you
so
said,
bad
the
at
voice acting is different. For,
100%?
for the longest time, people were watching dubbed anime, and Japan is king with voice acting. So, especially for me, I mean, my ear for the dub is it's pretty good because I mean not pretty good, but pretty sensitive to bad voice acting because I grew up with One Piece and Luffy,
Mhm. That's right.
and nobody can beat their voice act. Even Evangelion, the Shinji,
Mm-hmm.
his voice acting was very imprinted on me from early on. So
No, I
that's
mean
for
that's
me.
the. I mean, I've always wondered why there's only a small group of voice actors in video games and voice actors in cartoons. Is it because it's fucking hard? It's totally different. And then not possibly not having somebody to act out scenes with, possibly not being able to visualize it in your head
Especially
or
if
hear it
it's
yourself.
his first time.
100%, it's
It's a
different.
big
So
change.
yeah, it's sometimes it's a lesson for everybody that it's not things that you see that seem easy might not be the case
I
if
didn't
you
see the
don't
scene.
learn.
They showed the YouTube of him doing it?
I will. I will
I want
check because
I wonder if he was like at home. I mean, or if he was in a studio with other people.
that's
That could,
true.
because
That's
that
true.
could help, right? If you're in front of
Yeah.
the character you're acting. But with
Yeah.
pandemic times, you don't probably.
Yeah. But all right, so
Okay.
those are the things that. So hopefully we've caught up. This is episode 0. It's a little bit of an experiment. We're halfway through the show. Now we go into the actual
Okay.
fun stuff.
I'm showing them the screen for
So
the run of
while
show.
Chubax is setting up the
We're
screens,
good. We're good.
we're gonna go through. So the thing I like about Netflix that I don't see every time is they'll send out like a Twitter thread of all of the things that are coming out that particular
I didn't
month.
even know about
So
this. I'm gonna switch
so
now to the thread before you start.
switch to the Twitter thread of
Okay,
Netflix.
I'm here.
So we're
You can
just
see
going
it.
to go through. We're just gonna go through one by one what's coming out, and we're just gonna see if it's like interesting. If it's not, should you tell us all about it? So Chubax, you kind of like run me through everyone, and then tell me what you like and what you don't like.
Oh, I don't know a lot of
Let's
this,
start
but
first.
have you seen this? I haven't.
Afterlife of the
I didn't see the
Party.
trailer. You see it? I have no.
So it's all right. So this is a good exercise too for you and me. With just a screen grab in the title, we're gonna see whether we're gonna watch it or not.
Okay, okay.
So I've seen it a little bit. After Life of the Party is just like she died at a party. So I'm thinking like she's trying to come to grasps about her
Okay.
dying. So it looks like a YA kind of thing. So I'll pass.
Okay. I'll check out the trailer and then I'll let you know. So next we have, so that was out September 2. Next is Worth, Netflix September 3.
It's
Michael Keaton.
Batman Keaton and uh Jeremy Irons.
Oh,
I'll at
okay.
least look at the trailer because those are A actors. So I'll look at them.
Okay. Next we have Untold, Breaking Point on this like feather tennis. I didn't see this
This
trailer.
looks like
I saw I saw the one with I'm not sure if this is the one with Marty Fish or this is another episode.
so Untold is Netflix's version of kind of Hard Knocks or NFL films, like a
I think
hard
it's
hitting
more like
documentary series.
I think it's more like 30 for 30.
Yeah, okay, so
Like
Untold is.
yeah, more like
I've
ESPN's 30 for
enjoyed.
30.
Have you seen the Malice at the Palace?
I saw the first two. Malice at the Palace and
Looks
the
great.
Deal with the Devil. And it changed my opinion too of
Yeah, hundred
those
percent.
players. And
Yeah.
it made
So
me really really dislike David Stern for how he handled that.
I mean, I
It was so
understood
bad.
how he handled it, but I for me, it's just like
There
those
was
were
no
the
due
days.
process, dude. There was no
That's
he
true.
didn't even
That's
talk
true.
to the players. And he didn't even see
That's
the
true.
complete video. So those were the two
He was
sticking
the,
points for me.
yeah. But also he was like the good Roger Goodell is like the end all be all. But
Ah,
anyway,
that even get to
Untold
him.
Breaking Point, 100% in just because I like
Uh,
the look and feel of how
I'm
Untold is taken.
but there was an episode already. I think it's out, but I'm not sure if it's this one. But another one was tennis. Also, it's about Marty Fish. I haven't
Oh,
seen it, but I saw the trailer, and it's
okay,
about he has like severe anxiety. So
okay,
the story is
okay.
about how he was living through the anxiety all the way up to the quarterfinals of U.S. Open 2012, where he was gonna face Roger Federer. So I don't know. I haven't
Good.
seen it yet, but I checked. I googled that match on what happened, and he didn't play. It was a walkover
Oh.
victory. Yeah, so it
So
really,
it's
I
kind of
think
like
that's how
Naomi
it built it up.
Osaka, but because it wasn't super internet age yet, he wasn't able
Yeah.
to. All right, that's okay,
So let's
interesting.
see.
Untold is a good series, so everybody should try
Yeah,
to watch it
I'm
if you
waiting.
can.
I'm gonna watch. I'm just waiting for my wife because she's been busy. But the third I think episode was about. I didn't even know about this. It's like
Caitlyn Jenner?
oh, okay, that might be the third.
Yeah.
The fourth. It's either the fourth or the third. I don't know which one
The
came first.
boxing one.
No,
The female boxer one
no,
is
that's the
like
second.
this.
That's the second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the third one is either Caitlyn Jenner or or the Marty Fish one, or they just switch. The oh no, the third one is either Caitlyn Jenner or this one, the hockey, the minor league hockey. There was
Ooh.
a guy who's like they say he's like practically he owns a I think trash business. He's basically Tony Soprano, and he bought his son, his 17-year-old son, a minor league team, and chaos ensued.
What?
I know. I'm so excited. I can't wait to watch it.
All right. So
So
Untold, you're doing so the thing with 30 for 30 is it's behind the ESPN Plus paywall. So I can't
that's
watch it
I can't
a
watch it
lot. So
also.
so that's why, Netflix, we're paying for, every year you're fucking increasing
Going up.
the subscription rate. But if you keep giving us stuff like this, I'm gonna, swallow it instead of
And
torrent
for
all
the
your
price it
shit.
is now, I still think it's scandalous to say, but it's still underpriced as of now.
Ha!
For me.
I'm poor. All right, next. JJ plus E.
Oh
Don't know what
yeah.
it's about. I'll skip it.
Yeah, I'll
Looks
skip this
YA-ish.
one. Blood Brothers.
Blood Brothers, Malcolm
Oh
X and
crap!
Muhammad
Sorry,
Ali.
it's only 4 right now. I think. Okay.
Oh
Blood
no, it's a lot
Brothers.
more. Show thread. There you go.
Just
It's a lot. Okay, so
it
Blood
stops.
Brothers,
Oh
Malcolm X,
okay.
Muhammad Ali. Are you gonna watch it?
Probably not. Not
I
because
think I should because I live
I
in the
should.
States.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I need to be
No,
in the
no. I
mood for
mean,
documentary stuff.
I'm just I try to stay away from depressing stuff for now. I mean, it's
That's true.
real. I will probably watch in the future, but right now I'm trying to stay happy.
Yeah, it's kind of like these are the documentaries that it's definitely going to be inspirational at some point, but
Yeah.
you need to be in the mood to watch it to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Next
next is
is
our crush ex girlfriend.
my ex-girlfriend,
Do you know
Mary
what
Elizabeth
IGN scored
Weinstead.
this movie?
So fuck IG. So you know what? Sorry, fuck IGN because they have the worst. I will dedicate an episode of our podcast indicating how stupid some of their rankings are.
A
Right,
2?
right. Because
I mean,
well, they might be right.
that is true
It's
because
a
I
shoot
haven't
'em
seen
up,
it. So,
right? It's a shoot 'em up, but they might
but to
be
get
right.
a
But the thing
2, I mean, you know,
again, I'm reserving the fact that they might be right. The only thing that I don't like about it is I've seen enough stupid reviews from IGN to look at it and saying like
yeah, there was another one
when they
previously.
ranked I think Loki episodes, it's like it's so stupid. Like like
It's
when I was watching Loki, the things the ones that I was like blown away by, they said like, oh, this is like the crappy throwaway Loki episodes. Like, all right, I know I want to be more educated when I provide my opinions about it, but IGN is not the place where I get rankings. IGN
it's
is
just
the
weird,
place
dude.
to
A 2, like, I mean, you reserve that for the like the worst shot, worst story, worst acting.
Mhm.
Like all of it should be worst. I mean,
Yeah.
even a movie that's shot well, that is very stupid plot wise, gonna be at least a 5. You know what I mean?
Eh, I mean, I would have understood a 4 or 5 or a 6, but
I
not a
know,
two.
that's what I'm saying. Like a
Mhm.
2, you reserve that for like somebody who left, like who didn't. I don't know. It's just crazy.
Mhm.
And next.
Prey, skip. I don't know what it is from that stupid route.
Nightbox.
Night
Oh, this I'm
books.
gonna watch just because it's Kristen Ritter, and my my kids are into Stranger Things, so this is falls into that
It
like
seems
scary
it
kiddie
seems
thing.
kind of like geared towards the kids. And again, I'm gonna watch it just because it's Kristen
I
Ritter.
like her. I love her. Yeah. Okay,
Um,
next. My Heroes were Cowboys. No
don't
idea.
understand.
Is it a
Maybe I'll check it.
documentary?
Whatever. We'll check again. Maybe it's like, all right, we're making the rules as we go along. It's either we're
Yes.
gonna watch it, or we're not gonna watch it, or we're at least gonna watch the trailer. Those are our
Okay.
three rankings,
Okay.
right? The three finger scale of a plus 6 3 HP. Gonna look at the
Next
trailer.
one, Ankahi Kahania. No
I'll
idea.
pass on this. No idea.
I'll pass probably. The Father Who Moves Mountains.
I'm just gonna watch the trailer just because I like the title.
I like I like the intensity of the shot, so I'll watch the trailer. Stronghold.
Seems like a heist movie. I'll pass on this one.
Interesting. Confessions of an Invisible Girl. Seems
Oof.
something my daughter will watch.
So you'll watch it. I won't.
Next is Intrusion. I saw this. This might be interesting. I saw the trailer.
I'll watch a trailer too. Because sometimes I like a good home invasion movie.
Yeah, okay. Next is
Je suis Carl. My
okay,
name
thank you
is
for
Carl.
pronouncing that. Oh, okay.
I'll pass. It's foreign.
I'll pass to the Starling.
Starling. Melissa McCarthy. This might be one of those like, if I have nothing else to watch, I'll check the trailer and see.
Yeah, I'll see if it's a wife thing. Friend Zone. This from the title, I'll check the trailer out because I've been there a lot in the friend zone.
I was totally opposite.
I had an address
reaction.
there. I had an address there, so I'll check it out.
For me, Friend Zone, just because of the title, I am philosophically against it. No one gets out alive. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Really?
I saw it on the
Okay.
tweets that it's very scary. So
I'm always in for a scary movie, so
it'll be
that's
interesting.
in. Sounds Like Love. I think
I
saw
don't
the
know enough
trailers.
about it.
Okay, I'll pass probably.
Pass for now. Cinderella Story. This is
this is
definitely a
old.
classic.
This is
I'll
an
buy the
old-
Blu-ray DVD. Now pass. Hillary Duff. I'll pass on this.
I don't know. I had a big crush on her before. I don't know why.
I'm gonna wait for her new series, How I Met Your Father.
Yeah, I don't know.
Very excited.
I'm also cautiously excited. I mean, I liked it when it was on, but it's not aging well for me.
100%. I mean, if you
Right.
watch Friends, it doesn't age well. Clips does, but the
Oh no,
entire
no, no!
series
I
does.
love Friends. I think I'll disagree with you on that. A lot of people
Oh, there's
watch Friends still now, and they still like it.
yeah, but the topics are not that great. I mean,
Oh no. Yeah, there's a lot of non PC stuff yet still, but
Mhm.
I'm saying I'm talking about in a sense of watchable. It's watchable. I mean the
Yeah,
acting,
true,
the
true.
writing, the topics, yeah, sure, but in How I Met, it's just there were a lot of the topics were the point. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So there's not a lot of acting.
That's
Or
true.
it's
That's true.
always the topics that brought it, and those is that didn't age well. Oh, we'll see. I mean, they probably updated it. So
Well,
Agatha Christie's Crooked House.
this might be like a my sister kind of thing. My sister loves Agatha Christie, so that's not for me. But that's Glenn Close, so it should be pretty good.
Blade Runner, the
Blade.
final cut. Oh my god.
This is, if you have not seen Blade Runner and you are calling yourself like a nerd, fuck you. This is
No,
classic sci-fi.
I saw it. I loved it. I just don't like the arguments about the different cuts.
Oh yeah. For me, it's like
It's like
as long as it's in a place where I can easily access it and watch it whenever I feel like it, that's
agree.
great. So for people who are kind of like, oh, because being a nerd is cool now, it's like, I'm a nerd. No, you're not. You don't even know
Not
who
unless you
Robert
watch.
Jordan is. Fuck you. This is classic. You need to know this. That needs to be in your arsenal. Chappie, saw it already.
Did you like it?
Blomkamp. Love
I
it.
know.
It's good. It's not my favorite Blomkamp.
Okay,
but
okay.
It's a good movie, right?
Okay. Clear and
You know,
present
very,
danger.
very clear Blomkamp.
Clear and present
Classic.
danger, of course.
Classic Clancy,
Clancy.
always good. Cliffhanger.
Classic.
So Classic. But ever since you're the one who kind of turned me on to the Corridor Crew, and they did like a breakdown of all of their stunts here in one of the stuntman reacts, and now I'm just
It's bad.
watching it to laugh. Yeah, it's like one of those like the worst, like the worst interpreted climbing experience, and all the shots are different. Like, look, he's in up in a mountain
And his
in
guns are
winter.
showing.
He has a shirt on, and not even like a real puffy vest. It's an actual, just like a maybe
I
another shirt that
gotcha.
saves. I'll die.
But
But the
it's
idea is
it's
it's fun. It's campy.
it's 98, yeah, 1980s action movie. Cold Mountain, did not watch.
I've seen this before. I'll pass.
Crocodile Dundee, might watch with the kids. It's kind of funny.
Classic. Dear
Dear
John.
John,
Channing Tatum.
kind of too
Amanda Seyfried.
lonely for me. Do the right thing.
So this one might not be applicable to, like, some of our viewers in the Philippines or elsewhere, but this is a Spike Lee classic. This is anything that you want to know about the race
Culture and
discrepancy here in
uh-huh.
the West. So I will be vocally self-critical and say that I have not seen it all the way through. I've seen bits and pieces here and there. So I'll definitely watch it like all the way through now because it's on Netflix. So this is a classic Spike Jones.
Haven't seen it.
Spike, yes, yes. Spike Lee. Sorry, my bad. Spike Lee, not Spike Jones. Spike Lee, Spike Lee.
Freedom
Freedom
Writers.
Writers. Looks like an
No.
old pass.
Green
And then that's
Lantern. Pass. My wife might make me
uh
watch it though. Are you gonna watch that?
House of Green
Oh,
Lantern.
yeah.
Nah,
Oh,
nah,
okay.
nah.
House
Even Taika
Party.
was bad there.
House Party 1,
Uh,
2, and 3. Oh my god.
this is classic. We're not gonna watch it, but I'm happy that it's there.
Labyrinth. Oh, I'm gonna watch that with the kids.
Ooh. So you should watch that with the kids. If I
Yeah.
had a kid, I'd watch it with my kid, but I have a cat.
Letters to Juliet.
Look, I'm sucker for Amanda Seyfried, so
I'm
I don't
sucker
know
for
what
her
this is, but
too.
I'll watch a trailer and see.
It's more like well, the premise is like there's a place in where's Romeo and Juliet? Italy? I'm not sure. I forgot the country. Uh, So
You
Italy,
say Rome,
where
yeah.
there's a wall where there's holes and people ever since put like love letters there, letters to Juliet, and then there's like a group of people who answer as Juliet. So on
Oh,
vacation, she was with her fiance. Her fiance is like a chef, and he's all around looking for food and ingredients. And she was bored, so she found the group that was writing the letters, and she's a writer. So she answered a letter, one letter, and then like a few days later, the the letter was like of a young woman many decades ago who was separated from the love of her life.
oh,
I
oh,
forgot the reasoning why, but then she said you have to try. She sent a letter that you have to try. So the lady, now a grandma, comes to Italy with her grandson because
to
like
find.
yeah, the her husband died for a while now. So she came back to Italy to find her true love, and the grandson's all pissed at her for giving her like what if he's dead? Like what you're giving her hope. I mean, she shouldn't. It's bad. So and then she falls in love with that guy. Next is love don't last is love don't cost a thing.
Yeah, it's a
A
good
pass.
song by J Lo, but I don't think it's gonna be a good movie.
Okay.
Look at that. So we went through a lot. We'll do this again in October when Netflix. Sorry, sirens that are on my end, but we'll do this again in October when Netflix shares their October lineup. Next up in our meaty topic of the week, we want to do because again, like we missed the week on week reaction on the What If episodes. We've missed a lot of really amazing Marvel movie trailers. Q4 of 2021, a lot of cool Marvel movies are coming up. So we're just gonna do like a quick dump of all the three of them, the major movies that are coming. So um, All right. We're gonna watch the trailer together. We're gonna talk over it because I'm assuming most, if not all of us, have seen this already. So we're gonna start with a movie that I will be watching in a few hours.
I
In
hate
three
you.
hours, I'm gonna go to
I hate you.
Dolby. I'm gonna watch it with my buddy Mylon, and
I
then we're gonna
hate
have
you so
Filipino food
much because in
after.
the Philippines you still can't watch in theaters.
So you
And this
guys are gonna
one,
watch it
it's gonna
45 days later,
come.
right?
Yes, it's gonna come on Disney Plus 45 days later. So
And
I
we can
hate
talk
you.
about that new format
Uh,
of like
it's still better
um
than pre-pandemic. Wait, I mean, it would take like
yeah, but
6 months to more or more. But then I could
I
have
mean
seen it in
I'm a
the
big fan.
theaters.
I'm a big fan of putting big movies on my screen as soon as possible. But
I'm a
it
theater
scares me
guy,
for
so
like the movie theater.
I
But all
miss the
right,
theater.
um, let's bump it. First trailer up, Shang-Chi.
Hey, can we get real for a second? We've been friends for 10 years. I know that you
Aquafina is
don't
in
like to talk
every
about your life.
Asian
Guy
American
with a
movie, and
freaking
I'm in
machete
for it.
for an arm.
I like
Just
it.
chopped
I
her
mean,
butts
who
in
else would have
half.
they put there that would have made it fun?
That's true, right?
You know the guy from the
Who are
stunt
you?
guy in Korea Crew and the guy who did the live action My Hero Academy.
Yeah, it's here.
He posted just I think the other day why he hasn't uploaded any
How did
videos.
you find me?
Because he was the one
I always know
in,
where my
he was
children are.
I think one of the main guys doing the choreography for this one.
Choreography.
Seems like a nice fella.
I mean,
He was the lead,
action
I
looks
think.
great.
He was one of the leads. Yeah.
Who I really am.
Everything looks good. Like, I'm excited.
And Disney Plus uploaded the Marvel one shot. Hey, All Hail the King.
Hell no, I'm not
Trevor Slattery. It's on Disney Plus. So it's so good.
You are a product
Any movie
of
with
all
Michelle
who came
Yeoh, everybody.
before us.
I love it. I'm just gonna pause
I'm just
it
like
here.
amazed how amazingly cast this movie is. Simu Liu, great actor.
But back to Michelle
Aquafina,
Yeoh.
Michelle
I read
Yeoh.
the interview of her. I think it's in the
Mhm.
Guardian. She's so badass. Like I think when she was growing up, she in London. She was doing ballet, but she injured her back, and it was like a career killer for ballet. So she shifted to acting, and then fell in love with the martial arts and stunts. So like
So you injure your back for ballet, but you do stunts now. Okay,
I know.
cool. I understand.
You know that scene in Super Cup where the
bike?
she jumped the bike to the train. That was her.
That's it. But she
was
was on
her.
a wire. So just
Yeah, but
for the
I mean,
audio listeners,
it's a moving train, and
it's a moving train. She was on a bike, moving from one car of the bike to the other, or jumping like a motocross bike. That's just badass.
I know, and she said that Jackie Chan was pleading for her not to do it because it's too dangerous. And then she said like, "You're one to talk, too dangerous." But then, but then Jackie said,
Chan is telling you not to do
"No,
it.
But so she said like, "You're one to talk. You do more dangerous stuff." And then Jackie Chan said, "Yeah, but if you do this, I have to do one better." And then the interviewer
That's
said like, is it true that Jackie Chan thought that women should only be in the kitchen? And then she said, he did until I kicked his butt. That's how badass she
Oh,
is.
great. That's great. I also want to say so the soundtrack. No, keep it running.
go,
Keep it
go.
running. We're running long. The soundtrack of Shang-Chi is out on
Hell yeah.
Spotify. Came out Friday midnight. Pretty solid. There's a lot of 88 rising artists there. So essentially Asian American rappers.
Also, it's really well done. I'll
I
watch
like
it.
it.
I'll check it out.
My name
I've been enjoying it. It's like,
Shang-Chi.
Sean.
was I hoping there was a
Sean,
Filipino
Sean,
actor
Sean.
there, a
That's
Filipino
what you-
bar?
Just one.
I
That's
hope,
what I
but
said.
this is a
Oh, you
different
can
type
turn
of
it up?
Asians. It's
Yeah, you can
Chinese
hear me.
American or Chinese, so it's fine. We're not gonna steal their shine. It's a long-deserved Asian American movie.
I just
Rich Brian.
I can't wait. So amazing. And you're
So
gonna be
you're
watching it
gonna
in a
watch
few
it.
hours. Oh, I hate you so much.
what is your hype level on Shang-Chi? Let's say
about all
if
the way.
Endgame is 10,
Oh,
where is
when you put it that way.
Mhm. Now to put it,
Endgame.
things that would
Then
would
we
you
go
man
we go with an 8,
you're-
like a Black Panther hype, which was pretty hype. Because the way I hype it is, if Endgame is a 10, Infinity War is a 10, it's like that's the epitome of
Mm,
MCU and all the build up to it. Then 9 are my personal favorites, like Winter Soldier,
mhm.
um, Ragnarok,
But
and
those
then
things did not have the so good thing that you brought up Ragnarok and Civil War. Those were the ones that the hype leading up to it wasn't that great. It's
yeah,
just that once we
yeah,
watched
yeah.
it, it
No,
was
no,
just like
but
mind blowing.
personally, my hype was high for that.
Yeah.
Just maybe 8 or 9. Oh, and
All
speaking of,
right. So
I love Tony Long. And if you guys haven't watched Infernal Affairs,
oh,
which was
oh,
The Departed was based on it, you have to watch the
100%.
original. The tension there was
One of the best. One of the best.
ah.
So yeah, one of the. So when you the good thing about us having a podcast now is like telling people about or for people who are just used to mainstream or blockbusters like The Departed, which is a good movie, which is a really really good movie. It was a
I mean, it won the
Academy Award
Oscars,
winning
best
movie.
movie. Yeah,
Yeah, Academy Award winning. It's Martin Scorsese. It's great.
yeah.
But Western filmmaking is way different from Asian filmmaking, right? Because like Korean movies, Japanese movies, they don't have as much budget as these
Yes.
Western blockbusters have. So they have to build the hype and the intensity in different ways. So they have to like, tight shot on the face, use silences in a way cool way. So yeah, it's
Silence
watching
is
Departed.
very underused.
And again, it's again, hype doesn't mean explosion. Hype means that it's here, it's in your heart, right? So any way that you can do it. So that's Shang-Chi. Woo! We have a lot more to run through. What's next?
Well, I'll skip this BTS. We'll go to Eternals.
Yeah.
This one. I know a lot
So,
of people
Five
don't
years
seem
ago,
to be
Thanos
as
erased
hyped as
half
this
of the
for me, but
population of the universe.
So I
But the
do.
people
I
of
hope.
this
I
planet
hope
brought
the
everyone
Eternals
back
is
with
going
a
to
snap
be
of a finger.
at Thor Ragnarok,
The sudden
type,
return of the
where
I mean, when
coming
Kevin
into it
Feige
because we
says
don't
that,
understand it.
provided the
oh,
necessary
for me, I'm all in because when
for the emergence to begin.
just the cast alone,
Oh yeah, exactly.
but the fact that Kevin Feige said that, I think he said something like the pitch for Eternals blew him away. I mean,
7 days.
that has to mean something.
I mean, you're right. All the actors and actresses are amazing. But for me, the thing that I'm looking forward to the most in the Eternals movie is Chloe Zhao. So Chloe Zhao, again, female director. I'm not the biggest like diversity kind of person there, but I really do believe a different perspective makes it better for everyone. She won the 2019-2020 Academy Award for Best Director for Nomadland because it
You were
looks
instructed not to
beautiful.
interfere in any human conflicts unless
The
they
Dump-
shots in the
dump
trailer
By who?
are really
Gorgeous.
great. I love her too.
Well, Gemma Chang playing Cersei. No, not Cersei.
We need to find
Playing one of the
others.
Eternals. I love her. Yeah, she already played
I
another
read the
character
graphic
in
novel,
Marvel.
but it's so long ago.
Graphic novel was done by Neil Gaiman.
Yeah,
So,
one of our favorites.
source material is, at least some of it. Version is one of the all-time
You know
great
what's never
graphic
saved the
novel
planet? Your
writers, or
sarcasm.
writers in general. So, when is this coming out in the Philippines?
November.
We have
Oh,
loved
in the
these
Philippines?
people
I don't
since
know.
the day we arrived.
No, but
If they stick with the Shang-Chi, then
When you
45
love
days.
something,
okay.
after.
And there's no cinemas open yet
You
in the
protect
Philippines, right?
No. I'm gonna try and inquire if I can rent one. For one-time,
Ooh,
big-time
interesting.
events. So just
Yeah.
my birthday. I mean, I don't know what. But then again, the kids won't be allowed in the mall, so I don't know how that's gonna play out.
Again, for the audio listeners, we're just watching the Eternals trailer, like phoning about it. We'll have links in the description below where you can click on through all of these trailers and you can rewatch with us. But so particularly for me, my hype level for Eternals is way higher than most.
Oh,
I'm
yes, I
really
agree.
really
I agree.
excited about it. The only problem is our next trailer, which is Spider-Man No Way Home, which came out what, a week after, 2 weeks after the Eternals trailer. Just really, it's like it took over the airwaves. So
Yes.
let's run the trailer. Let's discuss it. What are you looking forward to the most? Uh, what are you expecting? Because I might have a hot take with
I saw your take on
Spider-Man.
Twitter.
Oh, look
You're
at
not
this, that's a
feeling
good
it.
one. Some suggest
I'm
that
not.
Parker's powers include the
I
Spider's
am.
ability
I'm
to
just.
hypnotize females.
I mean, what else are you gonna expect? I mean,
Yes, my spider lord.
my hype is not for. It's not what other people are, because everybody's hyped about Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, the other. I mean, for me, it's Peter. I just his story so far
Exactly.
has been so good. So, and everything makes
Deeper you
sense
believe
except for that
Mhm.
part with
What do you mean?
Doctor Strange
Now that
allowing him to do
everybody
that
knows you don't
or
really
doing
have
that
to
spell
hide
for
or
him,
Spell
lie to people.
easily too.
which I think I
No,
covered in my theory a while ago. So, which makes it even better if that's the case.
that's the case. Yeah,
Now everybody knows.
I'm not feeling the trailer.
Uh-huh.
One, because we know the trailers are maybe 1% of the entire movie. So this is just the tip of the iceberg, right? This is essentially all the cool hype moments that they can string together without giving away the plot. So I, understanding that, I'm still not a big fan of the crux, right? I was
It's the comic book what's the
one
title?
more day, right?
One more day. Yeah, but
Yeah.
instead of
So
Strange, it's Mephisto. If instead of Mephisto, it's Strange. But is it
yeah,
Strange?
so again, so
Is it strange?
the one more day arc
Storyline.
of Spider-Man was, Spidey going to Strange to help an injured or an ill Aunt May. Doctor Strange couldn't help, so he made a deal with Mephisto. Yada yada yada. Um, I'm slightly disappointed with the direction of Spider-Man because Homecoming and what was the second one? Far From Home. I was so blown away on how grounded the stories were. It was just Peter. It was just New York, or
Well, this
Europe.
looks, yeah, it looks crazy, but I think they're gonna be. It's still gonna be grounded. I think it just looks fantastical with the set, but
Well, I mean,
I hope
putting
they-
in Doctor Strange there becomes that there is some mystical aspect of it, which I hope was not going to be the case. But again, I'm. It's just like I'm not a big fan of.
no, I see your point. But for me, I just hope that the mystical part doesn't. That they didn't get carried away by it. You know that that they know that it's still a character story, and
And I hope so. I mean, the trailer did not definitely show that it's like a character story because, like,
yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's what
him-
I'm saying.
just
I think
wanting
they
to
still
erase the memories of people. That's not grounded in the best reality that we could find. But again, it's the first teaser trailer for a movie coming out in December. So there's going to be a couple of more that I feel will provide a little bit more context. It's just like in the end, I'm not a big fan of Peter wanting people to forget about his
But it's
his
for me.
dual identity.
It's the best. I mean, it's not the best. It's very realistic. If I was in his
No, but
position and that happened, and I know Doctor Strange, I'd ask him. I'd be specific.
well, I was hoping that instead of erasing people's minds, I was hoping for a kind of like what Superman does in the DC comics, where Clark and Superman, or Superman asks Martian Manhunter to shapeshift for him for a little bit, show them at the same time, something more grounded way to prove or disprove that Peter is Spider-Man. That was my hope, but
For me,
again,
kasi,
we'll see.
for me, the problem with that is you're gonna be undermining the reveal for the season, the ending of the Far From Home. It's like kind of undermining because it happened, So
Mhm.
so now,
Yeah, maybe. Like, again,
Yeah.
we all. I'm still. Of course, I'm gonna watch it day
of course,
one
of course.
Dolby Cinema. You're kidding me? But yeah, those
Definitely.
are the wait. Are those all of our? Wait, let me
Oh, we
run my.
still got next. Oh, we're
Right. So those
extra
are our
trailers.
MCU trailer hype meter. So we're all excited about everything. My ranking is Eternals number one, Spider-Man number two, and Shang-Chi number three. Chubax, I'm assuming you're number one Spider-Man.
No, Shang-Chi, because it's new.
Oh,
It's the origin, representation. The hype is
good,
just giving it a
good.
little more extra,
Mhm.
And the
Yeah.
Spider-Man is a sequel, so I mean, I'm still pretty hyped, but we've had it before,
All right.
so Shang-Chi. Okay, so next one.
So these are okay. So these all trailers. We're gonna watch this
Yeah.
together because I have not seen most of this.
Okay.
So
This was gonna
what's
be a
the
fun
first one? Red Notice. Let's
Red
run
Notice. This is Netflix. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Starring Dwayne The Rock, Gal
it.
Gadot.
Oh
Is
yes.
it's Gal Gadot, right? Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot and Ryan Reynolds.
Special Agent John Hartley, FBI. Been tracking your scores for a while now.
She's so hot.
Every city.
It's
Every
unfair.
heist.
It's unfair how
I know,
beautiful that
yeah.
person.
It's not just
Just three
It's
kids.
not just how pretty.
Now
It's
that
how
you've
she
been
moves.
tagged with Red
How she
Notice,
talks.
It's the
you become
vibe.
the world's
It's the
most
vibe.
wanted
It's the
criminal.
voice.
And I'm the only one who can bring you in.
Oh, it looks
Where'd you
great.
get that jacket? It's a statement piece. Somewhere there's
This
a
is
very
definitely a B
nude
movie.
cow
Like
whispering.
like it's not gonna be a
It's
thinker.
It's like underground.
Six
What's Ryan
hundred.
Reynolds? 600 now.
Yeah, yeah. Just action,
Looking for
good
something specific or
top tier
just
actors
browsing?
with
You're under
not top
arrest.
tier
Oh my
writing,
God. Read
but
the
top tier
room.
action. I like it.
You want to arrest me? Arrest me.
I just want the egg.
I would love to.
I believe it.
Help me catch her, and I will help
The
you.
score, look at that, Biggie remix of Notorious. I like it.
Team, it feels weird in my mouth.
It's the very traditional buddy cop movie.
How's it going with your partner in crime?
We're work wives. We're not work wives.
Sister wife.
We're not any kind of wives. We both know that this whole thing is going to end with you in handcuffs.
Promises.
Promises.
Oh shit! I'm in it.
Bye-bye, Agent John Hartley.
So for me, here's my thing. I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it. I already like it. I just have some issues with it. Because one,
Which
did The
issues?
Rock
I like
really-
issues. Let's go.
did The Rock really have to play another FBI agent? I mean,
It's The Rock. He's an action star. You know, an
He
action
couldn't
star.
be the bad guy,
If you see
and, I mean-
explosions in the script, he has to say yes.
he couldn't be the thief to change it up, and Ryan Reynolds is the cop. I mean, I don't know if he has the range
He's
for
too big
that.
to be.
Why
He can't
not?
fit in most doors.
God, Sean
I
Connery.
don't think
had
you can fit in most windows.
Sean Connery was a thief and was in love with who was that girl? You know his thief movie.
The
with-
Rock.
No, Catherine Zeta-Jones and Sean
Oh.
Connery. Remember that?
Oh shit,
I
that was a
don't-
classic. I forget.
Yeah, I don't know if the Rock.
I remember.
That's just my thing. Like the Rock being another FBI agent, and then having the same vibes as like Hobbs and Shaw with Ryan Reynolds. But hey, I'm all in. I mean,
Again,
I like
I
all
was gonna
three.
say, it's just-
I'm game.
If it ain't broke, they're not trying to win awards with that movie. It's on Netflix. So, but I'm hyped as shit because like you can see how hot Gal Gadot was.
I know. Okay.
And of course,
so
it's Ryan Reynolds. He's playing Ryan Reynolds in every single movie that he is in. But I'm in it.
I like it. Yeah. as he said in
What's
Free
next?
Guy, you think Ryan
Oh.
Reynolds can act? He just goes by on his looks. So next is
So Red
Netflix.
Notice. When
Yeah, that
was it
Red
coming out? End of the year?
No. November.
Oh, November 12th.
Oh,
Right. Okay. All right.
The next one is
November.
a Japanese movie from Netflix, which we love, like the Alice in Wonderland thing. This has the similar
Ooh.
vibes, so it has interesting.
Squid Game. Squid Game is on.
Good game. Never getting.
Looks good so far.
I like the scene.
Good
Yeah, the
set.
shots. Where are they? I'm not even sure. Oh, it's a
지금 이
series.
자리에 계신 여러분들은 모두 감당할 수 없는 빚을 지고
Oh, looks good.
삶의 벼랑 끝에 서 계신 분들입니다. 게임에 참가를 원하지 않는 분은 지금 말씀해 주시길 바랍니다.
I like the mask.
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다입니다.
Red light, green light.
어릴 때 하던 거 말이야?
Holy.
Dope.
That was fast.
사람을 그렇게 죽여놓고 6개의 게임을
Oh, so
모두
they're
이긴
not all-
분들께는
there's like
그에게
matches.
상금이 지급됩니다.
Okay. It's kind of like
Alice in Wonderland.
Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Kind of like
제일 센 중에 붙어
oh, it's Korean.
크게 살 길이
Oh, Korean? Oh, okay. My bad.
Korean, one.
Japanese. Korean.
So it's just they're playing
It just reminded me of
children's
Alice in Wonderland. That's why I thought it was.
They're playing a children's game, but instead of like it's the loser dies. Tug of war, red light, green
게임을
light.
거부하는 참가자는 탈락 후 처리된다.
I'm in.
See, here's the thing. I have to check. September 17th. I have to check if that comes in US Netflix. So
Oh.
hopefully it does. But it looks good.
Yeah, one.
Okay.
That should-
September 17th.
My bad. Korean series, not the movie too.
We are
Next is
blazing through.
our favorite,
Oh, Rick and Morty.
the final trailer.
Phew. All right. So before we move off, so this is season five finale. They just released an ad on Twitter with oh, you got it. There you go.
Yeah,
It's
let's go.
Rick and Morty started because
Oh crap! Oh,
you know, I should have looked for the Twitter the
Yeah,
the
I
Twitter
thought-
link,
I
but
thought I
it's
had it.
literally just.
I thought I had it. I tried to. Thought I put it in.
But it's amazing how they found like Christopher Lloyd
right now we don't
as
know if this is
real life.
Oh man, it sucks.
just a
It's like
small Adult
muted.
Swim bumper featuring the characters.
There you go, Christopher Lloyd and some dude.
I know that guy too. I don't know where. Oh crap! I'll just add it next week. And I even
but
I even got the wrong. There's another season 5 trailer. That's more complete.
we're
Oh, there.
we're looking at. No, that's what extended promo. Okay, cool.
No.
Unmute.
Wait. Oh, there we go. It's the hold open. It explains. It shows more. Okay.
All right, cold open.
Bye,
Season
Mr.
5.
Cookie President. Oh, thank you, Morty.
He's guilty that as you know, Rick just wreaks havoc on what he wants to die.
So that's why his name is Rick, because he wrecks havoc. You're so smart.
Okay, this one I haven't seen.
Oh, okay.
This
So
is
this is
No Time to
the
Die.
latest.
I think it's the
trailer
final. It
for
says final US trailer.
the final trailer for the latest 007 James
The
Bond.
final
Finally,
Daniel Craig movie.
final.
Bond, any thug can kill. I have to know I can trust you.
Ooh, fall back.
Well, I understand double O's have a very short life expectancy.
Vesper, you are a kite dancing in a hurricane, Mr. Bond.
I love that shot.
Fixing the cup.
Is this really what you want? Always alone?
Rami Malek.
We used to be able to get into a room with the enemy. Now they're just floating in the ether.
When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you.
What is their secret?
Oh my god. Target enough people.
And the people become the weapon.
Who is he?
James, you don't know what this is.
James Bond. License to kill. In love with Madeline Swan. I could be speaking to my own reflection. Only your skills
So you're
stand
in
as your
love to
body.
Madeline.
And life is all about leaving something behind. Isn't it?
Come on, Bond. Where the hell are you?
Okay.
Not the best time to prove a point.
If we don't do
Old
this,
school gadgetry.
Oh, it's the new 007.
there'll be nothing left to save.
Oh, I like it.
I have to finish this. You ever flown like this?
Nope.
What's her name? Who played Monica? Oh, the mom.
Monica Rambeau. I don't know. Monica Rambeau.
She's the new 007. Oh, I love it. I love that shot.
See, James Bond movies, they need to stop being so highfalutin. Just like, it's awesome. They look cool, and they look awesome shooting shit. So I like it.
I wasn't as hyped, but this trailers got me hyped.
Well, the
Okay.
problem is they pushed it back so often that's a struggle of the new hits that will be coming out. Is
I know when to go. Okay,
So,
next one.
all right,
We'll
so-
just be scanning through this. I just want to see
Yeah.
some of this.
So
It's
Black Myth Wukong.
Wukong. Yeah.
This is a Chinese developed
Game Science.
video
RP,
game
it's an RPG from Chinese developer Game Science.
using the Unreal Engine.
At 40k 60 FPS.
4K 60.
So it's gonna support NVIDIA ray tracing, so that. Let me skip to the. I just want to see some action.
I know, like, our feed is HD, so you guys won't be able to appreciate how detailed these are, but it looks really good.
It looks really good. The combat looks fine, so it's gonna go down to the story and some of the other gameplay mechanics.
Looks like an Asian God of War.
And for me, difficulty. I don't want too difficult games. Too much. Some challenges, but
And like I said, it's kind of like
our friend
like a
Mark,
God of War type.
who you'll meet in the future. He platinum Sekiro. I mean, oh my god! I don't know how much stress he had. Just
I play games to have fun.
yeah.
No, I'm liking this because like
Nice.
albeit people might think that because video games come from Japan, there's a lot of representation of Asian culture in video games. It's usually just Japanese culture. So we don't have a lot of like Chinese inspired
Sony.
mythology.
Holy, like that.
Right? So this is good. This is, I mean, I'm interested. Like, look at that dragon. The dragon looks sick.
Okay, I'm sold. When is this coming out? Probably not for a long while.
Next year, 2022. So Black Myth Wukong for next gen consoles.
Okay.
Ooh,
Next
Foundation
one is
on Apple
Foundation.
Plus.
Apple Plus. Do we have a date for this one?
Right
Let's
behind
see.
me here, you can see this is my
Based on
the
that.
Foundation book. It's an easy read. So again, fucking classic sci-fi. Fucking pretend nerds.
About a man who could forecast the future. But the story remained dark to me until many years later. Until it became my story.
So it's kind. I haven't.
Until it became the only story.
I'm one of those that haven't read the books. Actually.
No, but again, it's traditional sci-fi.
So is it similar to Krypton, where like like the society,
Empire won't like the future.
uber successful society is crashing?
You've been watching this Prime Video series, Expanse.
Yes.
Kind of like that. You know, when a certain sects of the society are far away, they need to come back to the more barbaric one. Ronan the Accuser is there, so I'm already watching.
His math was right.
I love Deepace.
The
I
empire
love
is
the
dying.
other guy.
Wars
That
will be
him.
endless.
I keep forgetting his name.
Worlds reduced to cinders.
I love him ever since I saw him on Fringe.
And for an Apple TV series, right?
It looks good.
Looks good.
Especially to those
Everything that's come out. I mean, everything that I watch on Apple
We
TV
can
looks good.
soften the fall.
Mythic Quest and The Glass.
But I mean, like,
So
this
what's
is
the
an
plan?
effects heavy series. I'm
Many
always
years from
concerned.
now,
I'd rather keep them
Humanity
like
is to climb from the
small,
ashes.
but it looks just good.
The coming generations will need the knowledge to build upon. A foundation.
We must preserve only the most essential pieces of civilization. Deciding
Who
what
chooses?
is remembered, what is forgotten.
We are now staring down a barrel of a crisis.
This is the plan. I'm not turning around now.
It's good.
It's good. I'm in. Give me a date.
Isaac Asimov's.
September. Huh? That's September?
It's September already.
Oh man.
Oh, 24th.
Few
All right.
weeks.
So the 24th on Apple TV Plus and Apple TV, you have the Foundation, an Isaac Asimov series. There's some like mind reading, kind of your future seeing kind of shit happening there, but it's a classic sci-fi book. So
Okay. Before I watch something I've been waiting for half of my life, let's watch a bonus trailer. I just remembered it.
Bonus trailer.
Remembered it right now. Yeah. This one is
Halle Berry.
called Moonfall.
Okay.
I think I saw a tweet where the moon is angry. I don't know how accurate that is.
Is this a movie or
I think it's a movie.
Netflix?
I think it's a movie.
Okay.
Teaser.
I like
Disaster
apocalyptic movies, disaster movies. I saw Geofall. It's horrible.
Geostorm, you mean?
Geostorm. See, Gerard Butler. Fuck that shit. I saw it. It's great.
It's not a good movie, but I enjoy.
So the movie's coming to Earth. The moon is.
Yeah. I think that's a lot bigger than what killed the dinosaurs.
And a lot closer
mean,
too.
That's literally the end of the world.
And even just like it coming closer will change the tides, because that's what makes the tides work. Is our gravitational pull towards the moon.
that? Some sci-fi? Is that a monster?
Oh, the moon has always been.
What is that? I'm in. Looks more than.
It's Halle Berry, so I'm in. I'm easy.
I like.
Ronald Emmerich.
What's the name of the guy? Aqua. He's the guy from
Conjuring.
Patrick Wilson.
Oh,
I like him.
Conjuring dude.
Patrick
All
Wilson.
right, he's a good actor.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. This is a series I've been
Wait,
reading.
so this deserves a little bit more hype before we run the
I
trailer
know.
because here, so one of my main complaints, and I'm like what you said, you didn't read the Foundation. I didn't read Wheel of Time. It's fucking 11 books that are 1,000 pages each.
More than
But I
that.
also, lived vicariously through you and read a lot of synopsis and YouTube summaries about, again, a classic fantasy novel. If you watch Game of Thrones, you're a TV fan, you're a movie fan. You're not a nerd because or you can be. I'm not saying it's mutually exclusive, but sometimes we need to respect the basis of all of the cool things that we are experiencing right now. And Robert Jordan is essentially one of the fathers, if not the father of fantasy storytelling, because he made this fucking giant epic of a series.
He did.
Right?
And
So-
he died before he finished it.
And that's also a great way where the successor of it
But
was
at least
another
the guy who finished it is another of my favorite authors.
100%
Brandon
exactly.
Sanderson.
So Brandon Sanderson. So let's run it. So this is The Wheel of Time on Amazon Prime. So if you don't have
How
Amazon
do we
Prime, this
summarize
is just
it? It's more like there's been the big evil one, like a Sauron from Lord of the Rings, like big guy who's been trapped is like coming back to, or is the seals are weakening and he's coming back, and then one of the like wizards from before has been reborn, and then let's see the trailer. It might make more sense
Let's
than
see it.
how it's too epic to explain in a few sentences.
Be strong.
The
wheel of time
turns. Studio presentations.
And ages come and pass,
Randall
leaving
Thor.
memories that become legend.
Oh, I like that shot.
Hydro dipping a kid. That's cool.
Moray.
Power inside
So
show me
the
land.
only reason I'm
All over the
super
world,
hyped
there are different
because
names for it.
Rosamund Pike is my
But it's one thing. One power. And women who can touch it.
I see that.
We protect the world.
It's like a traditional RPG hunting crew.
So one of the cool things here is, so before like in hundreds or many years ago, there were both male and female wizards, or what they call it Aes Sedai, but male or female. But when the dragon, one of the most powerful male wizards, he kind of sealed the main bad guy, trapped him. The bad guy was able to taint the male side of where the source of where the male and the female wizards draw their power. So since then, any man that's been able to draw power from that source, after months or years, they tend to go bad all the time. So now, in the present, one of the main jobs of the women wizard, Aes Sedai, is to hunt them down. And either kill them or cut off their power. So that's why Randall Thor, the lead guy, who's the dragon reborn, is gonna be able to touch the power source, and that's where things go crazy.
No matter what happens,
What pain we face, what heartbreak, the wheel keeps turning. The Dark One is coming for your friends.
Shot. Such a cool shot.
The last battle is coming. The only thing that matters is what you do. Whatever happens now, there's no turning back.
Cool monster.
Yeah,
Like, why is
forgive me
Rosamund
if I'm butchering the pronunciation skills. I read it in a book, so I never heard it spoken out loud. So,
now we're gonna finally understand that. We're gonna
I
finally
know,
understand
I
how
know.
the names are pronounced.
did it come into the date? November.
November.
19th? Is that real?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, it's been in production for years.
On Amazon
I'm
Prime.
excited. That's
Oh my
why
God,
me and
I'm all
Rosamund
in.
hasn't been hanging out a lot because she's been filming this
I
shit.
am all in.
And
Let's
that's
go.
so there's so much content that is coming out on a weekly and a monthly basis, and we're going to try to run through them as much as we could. We have a couple of more I think trailers that will video game. We'll probably spend a little bit more time on the actual episode 1, which will be coming out next week. So we'll move Call of Duty and Far Cry 6 next week. But we've reached towards the end of our episode 0. So thank you very much if you stuck around and listened to us and watched with us all the things that we're excited about for. The next up though is we have
Thanks, Daddy.
yeah. So one of the main reasons why we built this channel and this podcast is because finally, after decades of being friends since high school, me, Chubax, and our other friend RJ are doing our very, very first D&D campaign. So personally, this is my first D&D official D&D campaign ever. So
I
it
tried to
has
DM
been a lot-
before, but it did not. I mean, it went 12, but there was nothing to talk about.
Like even just like me growing up in the Philippines and being in a smaller school when I was in grade school, like D&D, we didn't have the source materials. We'll make our own
Yes.
stuff, so it's never official. But this is kind of like, all right, we spent a couple of weekends preparing for this. We had one run through already, and it's a lot of work, but it's super fun. So we're very excited to release our weekly or almost weekly episodes of that. So make sure that you just subscribe to our channel on YouTube, but also in all of the podcasting services once it's out. We're going to record everything and you can just have fun with us. Just a couple of friends enjoying. So hopefully you guys think that it's never too late to
Couple
start.
of noobs. Yes.
I'm
I'm 39.
It's never
and
too
it's
late to start the
my
game.
first D&D character.
Yeah. Maybe it's not D&D for you, maybe it's something else, but as long as you're doing it with your friends and people that you love, it's going to be great. So watch out for that.
Also, I'm gonna be trying to DM my first, or my second, I guess, technically second, D&D for my kids. We bought the Stranger Things starter set from Amazon, and it's pretty cool. There's a rule book, and then there's also like Mike's notebook from Stranger Things where he made an adventure. So I'm just gonna be following it. So it makes it a lot easier. There's preset character sheets filled out. So and I'll probably be posting a quick 3-minute just quick video of us doing our first session.
Highlights. But I mean, again, that's also like when you pitched me that kind of like mini series, I'm very excited about it because I know a lot of parents have are trying to connect with their kids or trying to be in their kids' lives in the least intrusive way possible, and I think games and sports is a good way to do that. And this is not digital, right?
Yes.
it's pen and paper. It's real
my
life.
kids are
So you know,
my kids are still angry at us, just so you know, because they're not part of our D&D campaign.
there you go.
And
Next time when they're older,
I
we'll
know
bring in some minions. But
they can bring in,
that's
yeah.
hopefully it'll show other people like different ways when you guys could just like engage with friends locally, internationally, and your kids, and digitally or in person. So that's very excited. Before we end though, what we want to kind of like leave ourselves with are some trailers. So I have a couple of trailers on my end. Chubax has a couple of trailers on his end that I have not seen. We're gonna
Yeah.
exchange some
Well, it's more
trailers
of
and we're gonna see.
it's more of homework, right? So something that
Yeah,
you
let's
should. So this is something I'm showing you that you should do, and then something you're showing that I should do.
100%, because I have not seen it myself. Like I haven't seen this particular thing or
Okay,
done this
okay.
particular thing. So,
Okay.
like, what's your first trailer that you want to show me?
This is trailer. This is the Call of Duty. We skipped a while ago. I forgot I put it in my homework.
But I have not seen
just
this
gonna
trailer. But
it's too long.
everybody's hyped.
And here, let's go to the
Actual gameplay.
let's go to the.
So it's World War II set.
Is it World War II?
I think so.
This is Laura Bailey, by the way.
Oh, of course, one of the best voice actresses that is out there.
I always love a good action.
Wall
sequence.
run, roof run.
That happens to me. That happened. Oh, nice catch. Weird though how many bricks are popping out. Is that design?
And some are falling off. What kind of building is that? It looks great.
I'm always
really feel that
I'm always
you're in
all in
World
for
War
a campaign. I know a lot of people will go straight to multiplayer. But I love me a good campaign. Oh, you dead?
It's coming out soon, right?
Yeah.
The ships. It looks like it. Looks like we're working.
Okay, next one. This one isn't a trailer. It's something you should read. I read the first volume just the other night, and just last night actually. It's so good.
So this is one of
It's so
our
good.
our D&D channel's inspirations, Critical Role. Oh,
It's so
so is
good.
this campaign 1 and 2, right?
No. This is the origin because campaign 1 is Vox Machina. So when if you go to Critical Role and watch or listen to their campaign 1, the name of their group is Vox Machina. But when you start episode 1, they're already together and they're like already.
Oh.
I think level pretty high level, like 11 or something. 8 something 5 to 11 somewhere there. And this is the origins. This is how they met.
Oh, okay.
So it's really good. I was surprised how, especially Scanlan, how they got Scanlan. He's like the star. I like how they got Scanlan. Scanlan's the bard. He's so funny. So that's my first. Actually, so
I like
there's
it. It looks great. The art looks great.
I got it on Comixology. I just read it to my iPad. There's 2 volumes out, and then volume 3 is currently releasing as issues. I think 3 issues are out, and then there's another one. The origins also of the second campaign, which they're called the Mighty Nine.
The Mighty
I haven't
Nine.
read that yet, so that's
Awesome.
the
I mean,
first
so
homework,
again, because they for both campaign 1 and campaign 2,
they're different characters.
but they're already together. So how they got together is
Yes.
that's
And I think that comic book
that's
is
great.
the basis for the animated series that they're doing.
awesome.
So it's
Hey, I
so,
mean,
it's so funny.
looks so good. It looks so good. So I'm
And here,
excited to.
my next one, talking about Stranger Things, which me and my kids are addicted to, especially Isabella. This is another good. I was surprised how pretty good this it's like a one shot.
Mhm.
It just focuses on the how D&D was intertwined in their lives.
Oh,
So
that's
how
cool.
they started, and then how they continued D&D after season 1, how they continued after season 2, and after season 3. So it's like chronicles the whole series, but just parts in between. So it's cool how I really like it how they did it. There's
It's
another
awesome.
there's another graphic novel about Dustin in science camp, but I haven't read it, so I'll say that for
Uh,
next.
meeting the girlfriend that is super cute.
Yeah, I think yeah.
So for me, I have 3 trailers of things that maybe you'd watch, but this is definitely things that I'm super
No,
hyped
I
for
should watch
myself.
at least one or two.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
so
hyped for these. So I don't even know what I put on trailer 1, but like pop trailer 1, boom. All right, everybody loves fucking Bob Ross. I love Bob Ross. I have a Bob Ross T-shirt, but apparently there's like a dark side about what had happened to him
I've
and
been
his
wanting to
empire.
get this
So
story out for all these years.
he wasn't dark, right?
no,
What happened after? Okay.
because he's popular now, but you realize like everybody loves him, but his art is so hard to find.
I'm
So
in. I'm in.
it's again, and I like Netflix's docu series. So that's trailer 1.
Okay, trailer 2.
This one, the love of my life, Marie Kondo.
Is this a new series or the old one?
This is a new season, but it's like a shorter season, and it's for businesses. Only 3 episodes. So I have not watched this. I'm gonna watch this with the person that I'm seeing, and we're
She's
gonna
gonna
marathon.
she's
all
gonna
three.
help the business.
Yeah, to organize and clean up. So the first season was about organizing people's
Personally.
homes.
Yeah.
It's just so
Yeah.
hard.
And this
to
one is
think about me.
people's business.
Decide what kind of life you would like
I
to
fucking
lead.
love her.
You are important.
Hopefully Marie can help me.
So it looks like she's also diving into the people's personal lives, because that kind of like
You
know,
can.
We
We can
need
talk about
so
it.
sparking joy. Yeah, it's out now, so we don't have to finish the entire trailer, but it's out now. That's
To be honest, I
I'm
didn't even
super
see the
hyped.
first season.
Oh,
I'll try it with Kat.
again, you know me. I'm a sucker for good reality TV, not the Bachelor type, but it's one of my favorites all time.
It's three episodes though. It's like such a tease.
That's true. I think it's because they got affected by COVID,
Pandemic.
of course, and
This is amazing.
I love her.
August one,
She's like
out
one of my
now.
all-time crush. And last one, I don't even know what this is.
The Circle.
Circle. Send message.
Speaking of reality TV, so in a couple of weeks, season 3 is gonna come out. Again, for the people who don't know what The Circle is, it's a reality TV show, which is a social media competition where people are talking through avatars and either pretending to be themselves or somebody else to gain votes from other players in the apartment. So I've loved it. I've loved season 1 and season 2 so far.
I have not seen it. So
Once you've seen it, we'll dedicate another, a main topic about The Circle itself, because it's a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. Because if you're pretending to be somebody and
How do
somebody's
you win?
receiving your information, so you have to be voted.
by
You have to be voted to stay in by the
By-
people that you're with there. So you're ranked. So for example, there's 8 people right here. Those 8 people will rank all the other people 1 to 8 and corresponding points. And the lowest, the top people votes who gets to be booted out.
so it's like Abed's ranking system in the community.
100%. So it's just again the philosophically, if you're pretending to be somebody else, but that personality gets to the other people, that's
So
their
some of them are being themselves, some are not.
Some are them being themselves, some are catfishing, some are 2 people, right? So
There's no
in the
romance.
end, Yeah, it doesn't matter what you
Is
are.
there
it's what
romance?
there has been romance, right? You kind of fall in love, and sometimes your heart gets broken because you've been catfished. But I love the circle. We'll discuss it a little bit more. But we've gone through our episode 0. It ran a little long. We'll trim it down soon.
No,
We're getting the
we're
hang
at
of it.
156.
Yeah, and we had
2
but
hours.
also we had a lot of we have a lot of catching up. Like we had our Marvel trailers, we had our Marvel
Yeah.
series. So
I think 2 hours is
next week, just a little teaser for people that will be hopefully coming on a week-on-week basis. It's our official episode 1, so it'll be a lot tighter, and we'll tell you all about our channel. Like what's the meaning behind everything that we're doing, and our inspirations, and all of the other assignments that we've talked about. So Chubax, any last words to our 16 million listeners taking feature?
Goodbye and see you next week. I think that
Alright.
works.
Hey, that's gonna be mine too. Goodbye. See you next week. Don't forget bit.ly/plus the number 63HP. And we're on Twitter. Tweet at us at plus 63HP plus 63HP. With that, I am Jong. That is Chubax, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.